Okay, so how come, like, when you're single and dating and talking to someone, why is Elton John Christmas music playing? Anyway, why do they always ask, what are you looking for? Also, I spill iced coffee. Please don't mind that stain. I'm looking for a husband. I'm old. I'm 41. I'm obviously looking for a husband.
Now you want to get married? You use your 20s for fun, use your 30s for friends with benefits, and now at 41 years old, you want a husband? I don't think the game works that way, lady. Even with the population of simps increasing every year, I find it very difficult for you to find your husband. The ship has already sailed.
40s and up. So 40s, 50s, 60s, even more than that. If you are
43 years old, never been married, don't have any children, and have never been happier. No one gets to decide who has children but yourself. I don't care how many of your family or friends want you to have them. You need to set a boundary and tell them that they need to back off and stop enforcing their beliefs and their views onto you. They may think that that's what you should have, but that is none of their business. And they can have all the opinions in the world. It does not matter, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's gonna have to get up in the middle of the night. You're the one that's gonna have to take care of them. I have never been happier not having children. I don't look my age. I look like I'm in my 30s. There's a reason for that. Because marriage and children age you. So think very carefully about that.
First of all, you definitely don't look like you are in your 30s to me. Your gray hair gives away your age, and I'd say you're almost 50. The fact that you don't have kids and are still single enjoying the nightlife with Chad or Tyrone doesn't deny the reality that in 10 years you will only have a dog for company. Spending your entire life on a career or getting a PhD will never give you the same happiness as seeing your kids grow up and playing with your grandchildren when they're still young. Enjoy your remaining few years, old lady.
I haven't posted on here for a minute, but I'm gonna post. Hold on, I forgot and left the damn water running. I'll be right back. Okay, so anyhow, I had kind of given up on dating because I don't have time for it and yada, yada, yada. But a gentleman, and most of you who are watching this already know, hit me up last week, and I met him at Starbucks, and it was nice. And then Sunday night we went out, and that was okay. But today, we've been texting. I was like, I had suspected that maybe there was a little financial gap, which I can handle a little gap. That's not a problem. But what I can't handle is someone who's just like broke. Today, he said, we were talking about I'm home alone all the time and everything else. And he said, well, if you help me a little with gas, I can come over and keep you company. No, not a match. I'm not helping you with gas. No, thank you. No.
Why do these modern women above 40 dress like they're still in their 20s or 30s? I don't think your boyfriend was broke, lady. I think you're even worth the price of gas it costs to see you. Next time, pay for the gas for the guy so that at least you're not alone at home with your cat and recording videos on the internet.
Turned 40 on Monday. So I'm officially dating in my 40s in New York City. I don't know if I'm hopeful or I just don't care. I feel like I want someone exceptional, or I just want to chill with myself. I'm about to leave for my date, and he said he's running 15 minutes late, so I've got a little bit more time. Yeah, I'm feeling nervous. I don't know why. He brings up other women on your first date. Run. This woman, that woman. But the story just progressively got more intense. Like, I do not need to be hearing about this. The breaking point was when he spoke about how one of his exes wanted him to choke her out. And I just looked at him like, I'm not sure why you're telling me about the sex you had with another woman on our first date. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. He starts off by saying, you don't drink. How do you let go with a man? Right then, I should have been like, can you specify? Like, what exactly do you mean? Because I knew what he meant. I don't need alcohol to do things that I wouldn't normally do. He reaches over and touches my leg and goes, okay, now I'm comfortable enough to touch you. It's like, I didn't say you could touch me. I should have left way sooner. I thought he was nervous. But also, who cares if he's nervous? That's not the person for me.
What did you expect from dating in your 40s in New York? To find a rich prince like in that 80s movie with Ed Murphy? You didn't take advantage when you were young. Now you only find leftovers. Run!
People born in 1970 to 1979 are aging like fine wine.
Run.
Single girls, living alone. Please tell me I'm not the only person who's like this. Please, please, please. So I have been living completely alone and totally unsupervised for 5.5 years now. I'm not quite sure why, but the longer that I live alone, the less I am able to adult. It's like I'm regressing back to a toddler whose parents have gone out and left her alone. I mean, admittedly, haven't started drawing on the fucking walls yet, but I'm not quite sure that I'm far off. So I used to be a wife. I used to like run a house and stuff, and I used to cook every single day of the week, like from scratch. Started living on my own and suddenly I just couldn't be arsed. It just seemed like a massive waste of time to spend like an hour in the kitchen creating something for me to eat. So I slipped into this really bad habit of just eating bread, cheese and salami on repeat every night of the week or ordering a takeout. This morning I was in my freezer and I came across some chicken and I thought, come on Michelle, gave myself a bit of a pep talk, you know, we can do this tonight. We can cook. Oh my God. What the fuck was I thinking? So my ex-husband, his parents were Indian and he used to cook really good Indian food and he used to cook a mean biryani. Not quite sure why, but when I looked at this chicken, what I saw was chicken biryani. I thought, you know, chicken, rice, how fucking hard can it be? It turns out that I had no idea what I was doing. Obviously didn't follow a recipe. I just came into the kitchen, couldn't even be asked to chop an onion to put it in. I just put chicken and rice in a pan and decided to go in with, what the hell? So I found this in my cupboard, whacked in half a jar of curry paste. Oh my God, and my ex-mother-in-law would literally destroy me for even having that in my house. A tin of coconut milk, which I couldn't even open the right way up. Whacked it all in the pan, stuck it in the oven. You know, I keep watching all of these people on TikTok. They just like throw stuff in air fryers and slow cookers, come back, ta-da! Admittedly, I'm way behind the times with that shit, so I don't own either, but I thought, you know what, I've got an oven. So I whacked it all in the oven, went back to my desk, completely forgot about it. This is what I created. Really, please, do not follow this recipe. There you go. That is what I created. Oh my God. I think the Le Creuset's fucked, darling. Seriously. You'll notice I've actually eaten some of it because, well, I'm starving and there's a cost of living crisis and we can't be throwing perfectly good chicken away. It is edible. Gonna be honest and say I do not recommend it. Do not try this recipe at home under any circumstances. Actually, you know, I just had a massive flashback to when I was together with my ex-boyfriend. I told him I could cook. And then I cooked for him. Yeah, we didn't actually stay together very long after that. I just thought it was, you know, personality clash, but I'm actually starting to have second thoughts. Oh my God, seriously. Oh God, no. This is why I'm single, isn't it? I mean, apart from the fact that I don't like going on dates, but I think, you know, I cook for them and they're just suddenly like, wow, no way.
I think you're right, lady. A 40-year-old woman who doesn't know how to cook is not a good choice for a wife. Your ex-husband knew that. A woman who can cook well is the least we can expect, folks. Kevin Samuels would tell you to get a cookbook, although you are already in no man's land, and I don't know if you'd make much of a difference.
Welcome to 1 week in the life of dating in New York City, well over 40. Date number 1 was on Wednesday. It was with a hot French photographer / DJ.
We went to Seville, which is a really cool speakeasy in Nomad.
So even though that he's in creative fields, he was still successful and stable, really sweet, really cute, seemed to wear his heart on his sleeve. We had an amazing conversation, but then I noticed there was something around his neck, and you know what it was? It was a little spoon for his, you know, party favors. So yeah, this may not be good for me. I don't know if there's going to be a round 2. Oh, but he's so cute though. Date number 2, that was on Thursday. And it was with somebody that was a software developer. Oh, I love a good nerd, don't you? Yes, so sexy, so hot. He works really hard, but he knows how to have fun.
He took me to Terra Blues, which is in Greenwich Village. It's a really awesome jazz bar.
But I'm actually not sure if we're going to be compatible due to religious reasons. So he's definitely worth date number 2 and 3 so I can dig a little bit deeper and find out if that's going to be a problem. You guys, dating in New York City is flipping wild. And I figured I have to document this. If not for myself, for the ladies of the world, for the people of the world, for the people of New York. Date number 3, that took place on Friday. It was actually a lunch date. He was super handsome. He was European Asian mixed. We went to Botino in Chelsea and we had the best table in the house. So stunning. So obviously he had excellent, exquisite taste. His style was on point. There was just so much about this guy that I liked a lot. And he had tattoos and it was just like, ooh, all the things were lining up. He was a sales executive at a company that does a lot of creative work for brands. So he was very creative as well as intelligent. And while the conversation vibes were immaculate and the energy was immaculate, I didn't really get the vibe that he was quite ready for a serious relationship, so we'll see. I really hope I get to see him again for date 2 and 3 and beyond because he has sparked my curiosity. So that's all that happened in week 1. Stay tuned for week 2.
So this is the modern woman in a nutshell. Even if they reach 40, they're still riding the CC and thinking they've got time for all the fun. Trust me, the best investment you can make in 2023 is a pet shop. With the rise of cat and dog moms, you could be rich.
Tell me you're single without telling me you're single. I'll go first. There's a dead mouse in this cupboard, and I have to get it myself.
Poor lady. Just buy a cat for God's sakes and don't make these kind of videos anymore. We greatly appreciate your time and interest in our video. Thank you for watching.